people are comfortable with a mix of Hindi plus English. So I will first go ahead with English and then I'll repeat it in Hindi as well. ठीक है? So Hindi plus English will go in this flow.
Yes, ma'am.
Apart from that, a lot of people were there who were beginners, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Maximum people are beginners. We'll be starting the top. Okay. Sure. Just give me a confirmation. You can see my screen.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, great. ठीक है. Now I can see like Priyanka ma'am gave a thumbs up for the screen, and a lot of people have turned on your. Okay, one second. Just give me a second. Okay, a lot of people have already turned on their cameras. I would request everybody else also. If you guys can turn on your camera, the major reason being अभी जैसे प्रियंका मैम ने thumbs up किया था, so I understood that my screen is visible. In same way, I will be asking a lot of other questions which would be related to the topic that we are going to discuss. So you can either give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down, and I can see everybody's face. You will be better off understanding the concept. Else you have to again and again get back to the chat box and you have to reply me back कि हाँ समझ आ रहा है या समझ नहीं आ रहा है. तो that will be a little fuss for you as well. So अगर आप लोग कैमरा ऑन कर सकते हैं तो बहुत अच्छा होगा. Okay. Now I will give a quick introduction from my side. What I am doing in the market. I will show my open positions as well. I basically trade in 3 different accounts. The current account that I trade on my mother's account, my brother's account, and my own account. The current account that I have opened up is my Jasmin Malhotra. This is my own account. This is my one account. This is my current account's value. And I have a lot of open positions as well. मतलब I have been trading in some things in the market. So वो सारी मेरी trades open भी हैं. So in case you want to see my open trades also, I will do that at the end of the session. Now you might be wondering why I am your mentor today and what we are going to learn in today's session. So I started off trading when I was in my college. I did my college from Delhi University, and I had a subject which was related to stock market trading and investing. After that, I did an internship during my college years itself, which was also related to stock market trading and investing. And by the time I was completing my college, I was clear that I have to do something in this domain itself. So in between college, I was trading on and off. After that, I did a complete NISM and NSE certifications. Now I am holding all of the NSE certifications, and I have all the certifications to be your mentor today in the session. Now, how I started my training journey was back in COVID, I was invited to MIT University, Noida. I was invited as a guest speaker. After that, I was invited at MIT Noida again. Then I was invited to Punjab University. Then I was invited to Delhi University, a lot of finance related platforms. And this year, I was invited to IIT Madras as well. By the time I was interacting with a lot of people, and by people, I mean the college students, majorly the BBA and MBA students, I had one thing which was pretty much clear that the maximum interaction that I was getting from the people was from the male side. Very less number of females were actively talking about stock trading, about investments, about their portfolios. And that is when I came across TFU, the platform where you have joined in today. They are basically working towards women financial literacy. If you see here, everybody who have joined in today are women and they are actively working towards women financial literacy. I have been interviewed by Economic Times as well. The editor was looking forward for the women who are actually trading actively in the market and working towards women financial literacy as well. So I was featured in Economic Times as well. Anything more that you want to know about the certifications that I hold, about the experience that people had while learning with me, you will find all of the recommendations and other things that you want to know. You can do that after the session. I will be sharing the link. Okay, great. So I will be okay. This is okay. Now I think everybody can see my डीमैट account. This is my trading terminal. सबको अच्छे से दिख रहा है? किसी को कोई प्रॉब्लम तो नहीं है? Everybody can see me, right? Okay. Now, okay. Any of you who have been tracking market lately because there has been a very good fall in the market? कोई ट्रैक कर रहा है थोड़ा बहुत मार्केट को या नहीं करते? बिल्कुल भी नहीं करते. ओके मैम, TFU द प्लेटफॉर्म द फ्यूचर यूनिवर्सिटी, आपने जहाँ से आज ये ज्वाइन किया सेशन, द फ्यूचर यूनिवर्सिटी. Okay, can't understand. No, yes. It is completely fine. If your answer is no, it works for me. I just want to know if you are actively tracking or not. That's it. ठीक है. Now, what we are going to understand today is, see, so when I talk about stock market, you might be wondering what exactly stock market is. So if I put it in a very, very simple language or a layman language, it is a marketplace like any other market that you have. Like you have a grocery store, you have stores like H&M, Zara, where you go for shopping, then you have your phone stores. So every specific product has its own market. Same way, just take these stocks as a product, and stock market is a marketplace which is allowing you to go for a buy or a sell trade on these products. Now, by products, what I mean is HDFC Bank, Reliance Industries, ICICI Bank, ITC. Just look at my screen. These are very common and very renowned companies. I think everybody must have heard of these companies' name. ऐसा कोई होगा नहीं सेशन में जिसने कभी भी इन कंपनीज के नाम सुने नहीं होंगे. Now, let's say I have certain analysis or I want to analyze a stock, okay? And I want to, let's say I want to buy HDFC Bank. सबसे ऊपर HDFC Bank ही है ना? So I am hypothetically speaking that I want to buy a stock and I want to buy the stock naming HDFC Bank. Now, if I open up the chart of HDFC Bank, ऐसे करके चार्ट खुलता है. And what do we do on these charts is we try and analyze if the current price which is trading in the market is actually a buy price or not. ठीक है. अब अगर मैं यहाँ पे वापस आ जाऊं, so what you see around is that the current price of HDFC Bank is 1496 rupees. Now I am saying that I want to buy this bank, but don't you think that we should make a little analysis on the part that is it a good time to buy this stock or not? Shall we wait a little more or shall we just go ahead and make a buy call on this stock? We should make our analysis for that. Now the analysis that we would be doing is through this chart. And under the chart, the very first thing that we understand is Japanese candlestick pattern. We will be discussing thoroughly about Japanese candlestick pattern. But before going ahead with the topic, I just want you guys to tell me, you're looking at some rectangular shapes which basically represent a red as well as a green color. Now, what is your basic understanding with respect to the colors? I'm not even saying that explain it to me, just आप colors से क्या समझ पा रहे हो? नॉर्मली अगर आप रेड और ग्रीन को डिनोट करोगे तो आपको कुछ समझ आता है रेड और ग्रीन से. जो भी समझ आता है, यू कैन टेल मी. You can write down in the chat box what is your basic understanding with respect to the color. Okay. Profit, loss, rise, fall. ठीक है, great. Thank you so much. I really, okay. It's a, okay, very, very amazing. I really want maximum people to be interacting by themselves and I do not have to again and again ask you guys. You guys are interacting with me. Okay, red, green, profit. ठीक है. So what I have understood so far is that everybody is writing down that when a green color candlestick pattern is formed, it is showing rising price. And when a red color candlestick pattern is formed, it is showing falling price. Now, if I talk in terms of market words, okay, अब आपने ये layman language में बोला that green is representing you a rise in the price and red is representing us fall in the price. Now, if I talk in terms of market, green is known as the bull of the market and red is known as the bear of the market. Okay. In the market, we have two major participants. One is bull or the buyer of the market, which is showing or which is saying that from the current level, the prices are going to increase. Then there is another participant in the market, which is known as the seller of the market, which is saying that the price is going to fall. इतना क्लियर हुआ? ग्रीन बायर को रिप्रेजेंट करता है और मार्केट लैंग्वेज में बायर को हम बोलते हैं बुल. रेड सेलर को रिप्रेजेंट करता है और मार्केट लैंग्वेज में सेलर को हम बोलते हैं बेयर. खुशहाली मेहता मैम, आप प्लीज आराम से बैठ जाओ. आप यू हैव बीन मूविंग योर हैंड अगेन एंड अगेन. हाँ प्लीज यू जस्ट सिट बैक, रिलैक्स होके, कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है, ठीक है, कैमरे का इतना. ओके, सो बेसिकली ये देखो बायर और सेलर. नाउ if you try to understand market is all about a fight between a bull, which is a buyer of the market, and a bear, which is seller of the market. And ultimately the candlestick color that we are getting, if we are getting a green color candlestick pattern, it is showing us that bulls or buyers are gaining. If we are getting a red color candlestick pattern, अगर अभी मैं आज पूछूं आप लोगों से, तो आप लोगों को अभी कुछ भी नहीं पता था, फिर भी आप मुझे इस कैंडल के कलर को देख के बता पाओगे आज ओवरऑल स्टॉक में क्या हुआ होगा. प्राइस में राइज हुआ है या प्राइस में फॉल हुआ है? आई गॉट इट खुशहाली मैम, प्लीज आप ज्यादा एग्जर्शन मत दो प्लीज. आई गॉट इट. फॉल हुआ है, राइट? ठीक है, ग्रेट. एवरीबडी इज गेटिंग इट, राइट? नाउ सो फार वी हैव अंडरस्टूड कि पूरा फाइट चल रहा है, एंड ultimately by the color of the candle we are understanding who is gaining the complete control. Second thing that you have to understand now is how this candlestick is actually forming up. So when we look at the candlestick pattern, I am going to take you back to the presentation for a while now. Okay, when you look at the candlestick pattern, it is showing you four important data point, that is opening price of the stock, closing price of the stock, highest price of the stock, and lowest price of the stock. So any candlestick pattern that we are looking, for example, the HDFC Bank chart, we were looking at the daily candle. What is the daily candle? Daily candle is showing me what was the overall momentum or what happened in the stock आज के पूरे दिन में, from morning 9:15, which is a market opening time, till 3:30 in the afternoon. Whatever was the opening price, closing price, the highest point where the stock has traded and the lowest point where the stock has traded would be represented by this candlestick. Okay. And okay, everybody is writing down, right? सब लोग लिख रहे हैं ना मेरे साथ साथ? समझ आ रहा है? ठीक है. In case you feel that something is not clear to me, sorry, not clear to you guys, just write down in the chat box. Shweta will let me know that this is not clear and I will repeat that concept once again. Please do not hesitate that we should be asking it again or not. Okay, now we have a rectangular shape real body here. This real body is representing us the opening price of the stock and the closing price of the stock. This portion of the candle is known as a real body, and real body indicates the opening data as well as the closing data. अगर मुझे कभी भी चेक करना है स्टॉक का ओपनिंग एंड क्लोजिंग, वो मुझे ओपनिंग और क्लोजिंग रियल बॉडी से रिप्रेजेंट होता है. नाउ ओके, लेट्स अनम्यूट प्रियंका मैम. ओके प्रियंका मैम, I have asked you to unmute yourself. Can you please unmute yourself?
Yeah, ma'am.
Hi, ma'am. Okay. Ma'am, can you
Hi.
help me a little bit? Okay. I am saying that we are tracking a stock and the opening price of the stock at 9:15 in the morning was 700 rupees. Okay. Opening data stands at 700 and the closing price of the stock at 3:30, because 3:30 is our market closing timing. The closing price of the stock is 720 rupees. So the opening price stood at 700 and the closing price is 720 rupees.
Okay.
What do you think is happening with the stock price? And what should be the color of the candle according to your understanding? Whatever you
It
understand.
should be green and bull.
Correct. Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you. Okay. So this is going to be a green color candle. Why? Because price is moving towards the upper direction. Whenever there is a positive momentum in the price, this is the opening data, the price is rising, and this is the closing data in the chart. So 700 is the opening price of the candle 720 is the closing price on the candle because there is rising price. जब भी प्राइस राइज होगा ऊपर की साइड क्लोज होगा. Clear to everybody? Now, ET ma'am, can you please unmute yourself? Hi ma'am, how are you?
Hi, hello.
Okay, ma'am,
Fine, thank
now,
you.
okay. Ma'am, my question to you is, so far we have discussed that 700 is the opening, 720 is the closing. What if reverse is happening in the chart? The stock price opened up at 720 rupees in the morning and the closing price is 700 rupees. What is going to be the color of the candle? And how do you think the candle would be forming up?
Please speak in Hindi.
ओके हिंदी ठीक है मैम. तो अभी यहाँ पे मैं बोल रही हूँ कि 720 रुपीज पे कैंडल ओपन हुआ है, 700 रुपीज पे कैंडल क्लोज हुआ है. तो कलर ऑफ द कैंडल क्या होगा और जो ओवरऑल मूव होगी स्टॉक की वो क्या होगी?
Red होगा color of the candle.
ठीक है. और मैम ओपनिंग और क्लोजिंग डेटा कैसे रिप्रेजेंट होगा कैंडल पे? दिस इज फॉर द ग्रीन कैंडल.
No, the opposite होगा. नीचे arrow आएगा.
करेक्ट correct. So the price is falling. This is going to be the opening price, which is on the higher side. Price is going to fall, and
पूरा
the
पिक्चर
bottom
नहीं
side is
दिख
going
रहा है.
to.
पूरा पिक्चर नहीं दिख रहा है.
Shweta, can you see my complete screen, or is there any problem with the screen?
Ma'am, it's clear. I
It's
think
clear?
phone से
Okay.
login होगा इसलिए.
I have opened up in a way that it would be better off visible on the phone size as well. People will have a slight zoom out view if they are working from the laptops. Phone के लिए it is perfect. सबको दिख रही है ना स्क्रीन साइज अच्छे से? I can adjust it. Able to see, great. So now, so far we have discussed that these candlestick pattern, the mid portion of these candlestick are representing as the opening and closing data. Let me take you back to the chart again. So now, if I look at the chart of HDFC Bank now, what I can see is that this is the opening price of the candle. Like this is the opening price of the candle when a green candle is forming up. The price is rising, and this is the closing price of the candle. When a red candle is forming up, this is the opening price of the candle, the price is falling, and this is the closing date of the candle. Why? Because in a red candle, price is falling. In a green candle, the price is rising. Is it clear to everybody? Real body formation clear ho gaya? Now, what we have is, we have two other things that we have to understand. One is the high point of the candle, and another one is the low point of the candle. Like for example, I am zooming into these two candles. Okay, ये हो गई मेरी दो कैंडल. So for this candle, opening, fall, and closing. But do you see a small spike towards the lower side and a small spike towards the upper side as well in this chart? वो visible हो रहा है? छोटी सी टेल नीचे की तरफ भी है कैंडल में और ऊपर की तरफ भी है. This portion is known as the upper shadow and lower shadow of the candle. ये क्या है? ये मेरी अपर शैडो या अपर विक, लोअर शैडो या लोअर विक को रिप्रेजेंट कर रही होती है. नाउ व्हाट आर दीज टू पॉइंट्स रिप्रेजेंटिंग? These 2 points are representing the highest point where the stock has traded as well as the lowest point where the stock has traded. अब ये मुझे बता रहा है कि ये हाईएस्ट लेवल है या वो हाईएस्ट पॉइंट है जहां आज ये स्टॉक ट्रेड होके आया है. ये मुझे बता रहा है कि ये लोएस्ट लेवल है जहां ये स्टॉक आज ट्रेड होके आया है. अगर एक स्टॉक है वो ओपन हुआ 90 रुपीज पे, क्लोज हो गया 80 रुपीज पे, रेड कलर का कैंडल बन गया, और इन बिटवीन द लाइव ट्रेडिंग आवर्स द हाईएस्ट पॉइंट वेयर द स्टॉक वेंट वाज 93 रुपी. So this will be the highest point, and let's say the lowest point was 76 rupees. So this is going to be the lowest point of the candle. So this portion is representing the lowest point where the stock has traded, and this portion is representing the highest point where the stock has traded. Are we clear on these two concepts? ठीक है. अब एक और चीज है, इसी के साइड में ग्रीन कैंडल है, opening price of green candle, price is rising, closing price of green candle. Now this is going to show you the highest point and this is going to show you the lowest point. Now you see one thing which is pretty much clear here, that changes in the candlestick that we see are actually because of the opening and closing data. When we look at the highest point or the lowest point on the candle, they are actually not changing their places at all. Opening and closing is giving the changes in the color as well as the formation of the candle. For a red candle, this is the high point. For a green candle, this is the high point. For a red candle, this portion is a low point, and for green candle as well, this portion is a low point. बट अगर हम बात करें ओपनिंग और क्लोजिंग की, रेड में प्राइस नीचे गिरता है तो क्लोजिंग नीचे आती है, ग्रीन में प्राइस ऊपर भागता है तो क्लोजिंग ऊपर आती है. क्लियर हो गया सबको? कोई डाउट है तो अभी पूछ लीजिए. इज इट क्लियर टू एवरीबॉडी? ओके. Shweta, there's somebody who's raised their hand. Can you just check?
So guys, if it is clear, just type yes, why, proceed clear, so that we can begin with the new topic. अभी अगर किसी को कुछ डाउट है आप चैट बॉक्स में लिख दीजिए, whereas we'll give you access to unmute also.
Okay. So, see, what I'm doing here next is, so far we have understood that green candle is representing us buyer's strength and red candle is representing us seller's strength in the chart. Just look at this candlestick pattern. This candlestick pattern does not hold any color at all. What is your understanding with respect to this candlestick pattern? कुछ भी समझ आ रहा है? That कुछ मतलब अगर नहीं भी आ रहा तो आप लिख दो नहीं समझ आ रहा, but I want you to be actively replying me back. ओके, ठीक है. न्यूट्रल, नो गेन नो लॉस, ठीक है. नॉट अंडरस्टैंडिंग, नथिंग, ठीक है. दिस कैंडलस्टिक पैटर्न डज नॉट होल्ड एनी कलर. रेड कैंडल bears, green candles bulls. This candle is, it's known as a doji candle or inconclusive candle. Inconclusive candle, why? Because in this candle, the opening data is equal to the closing data. Buyer and seller, both of them were trying to take complete control in the chart, but nobody is the actual winner. This is the high point of the candle and this is the low point of the candle. Buyers wanted the price to move towards the upper side. Sellers wanted the price to move towards the lower side. Both of them were trying to take complete control, but by the end of the day, nobody was actually able to take complete control in the chart. And opening data and closing data stands at equal level. When these kinds of candle are forming up, these are known as doji candlesticks, and they are representing you inconclusiveness or indecision in the market. See, bull candle green color का बनेगा, we are clear that market is saying buyer is winning. Red candle बना, we are clear sellers are winning. अब जब इस कैंडल में कोई कलर ही नहीं है तो we are not understanding who is actually winning. So it is inconclusive candle. ठीक है? Inconclusive candle, we do not know where the market direction is going to go. So we will wait for next candle to understand who is actually gaining the control in the chart, and then we will make our informed decision. Why the buyers would want the price to go high? Why would they want to buy? मैम, जिन्होंने ऑलरेडी होल्ड किया हुआ है वो तो चाहेंगे ना प्राइस ऊपर भागे. डिमांड क्रिएट होगी, प्राइस ऊपर जाएगा, तभी तो प्रॉफिट बुकिंग होगी. यूजुअली इन विच चार्ट डज? मनप्रीत मैम, you can find it in any chart. It is not restrictive to any chart. Whatever concepts that we are discussing in the session today, they can be applied to any chart. Even the chart of US market also, you can use these candlestick pattern. Whatever I am discussing today in the session, nothing is restrictive to Indian market or just to stock market. You can apply to gold chart, you can apply to silver, crude oil, US market, UK market, any market. Okay. ठीक है श्वेता, can we quickly have the quiz so that I can also understand सबको अच्छे से समझ आ गया?
Yes, ma'am. So, guys, we are going to take the quiz. Abhi, the very first candle which you are seeing is the red candle, and you have to identify the closing of the red candle. Very simple. You have 4 options. Whatever we have covered so far, अभी तक हमने जो भी पढ़ा है, based on that only we are taking this question. आपको closing identify करनी है red candle की 122, 120, 118 और 150. After this, we will move forward with the green candle and then doji. So I would want, even if you're a little confused, no need to worry. I would want you guys to be participating. And let's not forget, the masterclass contest is still on. So I will be ending the poll. Yes, there's a confusion between 118 and 115. Even though majority of the student voted for 118, but काफी confusion है अभी. So we'll clarify this and then we'll move forward with the next quiz.
Okay, Shweta, I think I'll be clarifying this. It's good कि अभी थोड़ा सा confusion है, तो ये अभी rectify हो जाएगा. Okay, so the question was about the red candlestick pattern, and it was about the closing price of the red candlestick pattern. Since we are talking about the real body, मतलब closing price, it is going to be represented by the real body. First of all, 122 is the highest point, and 115 is the lowest point in the chart. Pretty much clear, सोचना ही नहीं है. This is representing the highest data, and this is representing the lowest data in the chart. Since we are talking about a red candle, so this is going to be the opening price of the candle. There is going to be fall in price, and this is going to be the closing price. So 118 is going to be the closing price of the candle. 120 is going to be the opening price, and the correct answer is 118. Are we clear on the concept now? Correct answer is 118. ठीक है. Shweta, we can have the next quiz, please.
Yes, ma'am. Now we are talking about green candle. You again have to identify the closing, but this is a green candle. So 122, 120, 118 or 115. The closing of the green candle now. So we have just discussed for the red candle. अभी आपको green candle की closing identify करनी है. And I can see काफी लोगों ने correct answer दिया है. 96%, 94% of the student got it right. Almost 90. So ma'am, I
ठीक है.
think we can begin.
Okay. So the next question was about the closing price of the green candle. Now I think everybody have understood the concept very well. So 122 is the high price of the candle. 115 is the low price of the candle. 120 is going to be the closing price. The price is going to open at 118, rise, and 120 is the correct answer. Are we clear on these concepts now? Okay, Shweta, can you launch the last poll, please?
Yes, ma'am. Now we are talking about the doji candle. The middle candle, which you can see, is the doji candle. आपको इसकी opening identify करनी. Very simple. You have to identify the opening of the doji candle now. 3 options: 122, 120, or 160. So the opening of the doji candle, and after this, we are going to kickstart from the strategy now. So I would want everyone to be active. जिनके cameras बंद हो गए आप अपना camera on कर लीजिए. And we are going to begin with the strategy now. So I will end this poll. Majority of the student again got it right.
Okay, I think everybody have understood the concept clearly and thoroughly now. फिर भी एक बारी रिपीट कर देती हूँ मैं, अगर किसी का कोई भी डाउट रह गया होगा तो वो क्लियर हो जाएगा. So the question was about the doji candlestick pattern. So 122 is the high price of the doji. 116 is the low price of the doji. Opening price of the candle is 120, which is equal to the closing price of the candle. So 120 is the opening as well as the closing data. So 120 is the correct answer. 116 is the low price and 122 is the high price. Are we clear on these concepts? सबको अच्छे से clear हो गया? ठीक है, let's move ahead. with the next part now. Okay. When you look at a candlestick pattern, this is a hammer candlestick pattern, which is representing us that market is going to rise. ये जो candlestick pattern आपके सामने है, this is a hammer candlestick pattern, and hammer is a representation that price will increase now. Hammer का representation है price यहाँ से rise करेगा और we should buy the stock after the formation of hammer candlestick pattern. I will explain you everything about the hammer candlestick pattern, but the first thing that you have to understand is hammer is a buy signal and it is always formed at the bottom point of the chart. Hammer is a buy signal and at the bottom point of the chart. Now just look at the candlestick pattern that I am marking on the chart. This is the same chart, Wipro's chart. Is it a similar candle? The one that I showed you right now? उसके जैसा ही candle है या अलग है? Is it a similar candlestick pattern? Yes. Yes, it's a similar candle. Okay. Now everybody who is writing down, I can see Akash ji, Pooja ma'am, and I can see a lot of people, they are writing down the concepts. Please, 5 minutes के लिए आप सबको सिर्फ मेरी बात सुननी है. उसके बाद you get back again to writing down the notes. ठीक है? Now, what we have understood so far is that hammer is a buy signal and hammer is always at the bottom point. What is actually happening in the market is before the formation of a hammer candlestick pattern, price is falling. Falling price is a representation that bears are controlling the market, or the strength has been, for a good span of time, the strength has been bearish. Since we have a bearish strength in the chart, Priyanka ma'am, लिखना बाद में, प्लीज मेरी बात सुन लीजिए पहले, फिर आपको आई विल लिटरली स्पेसिफाई एवरी सिंगल प्रॉपर्टी, राइट डाउन द प्रॉपर्टी, बट अभी पहले कंसेप्ट बहुत जरूरी है समझना. ओके, सो द प्राइस इज फॉलिंग. नाउ hypothetically I am taking an example that let's say the opening price of a stock is 360 rupees. Since very strong control has been bearish in the market, the first move of the market would be after opening, it will start moving towards the lower side. Why? Because it has been falling for a very long period of time. That is clearly indicating sellers or bears are very, very strong. The price kept on falling and it went till the level of 340 rupees. At 340 rupee, a very strong strength of bull or buyer entered the market. Now, what is bull or buyer trying to do here is, bull is trying to fight the bear in the market, and it is not just trying to fight with the bear, it is trying to remove the complete bearish move of the market and take complete control. Now, how is bull going to do that? Bull is saying that I will take complete control in the chart today. Bear is asking, how are you going to do that? Bull is saying that you started taking this stock towards the lower side from 360 rupees. I will show my complete strength, and by the end of the day or by the end of the formation of this candle, the price will close very, very nearby to 360 rupees. If the opening price is 360 rupees, I will, let's say, close it at 361 rupees. So this 340 rupees is the low price of the candle. From this low point, the price kept on rising, and it is not just rising. Seller is losing the battle now, and buyer is moving towards the upper side, and it is taking complete control in the chart. I'm going to repeat it once again in Hindi as well. सबसे पहले मार्केट में बहुत स्ट्रॉन्ग बेयर का कंट्रोल है, सेलर का कंट्रोल है, मार्केट फॉल कर रहा है। आज के दिन भी कुछ न्यू चेंज नहीं आया, प्राइस 360 पे ओपन हुआ और उसके बाद नीचे गिर के 340 रुपीज तक आ गया। बट जब प्राइस 340 रुपीज पे आया तो बुल्स ने अपनी एंट्री बनानी स्टार्ट करी और बुल्स ने बोला कि बेयर्स अब तुम्हारा हो गया बहुत, और अब मैं दिखाऊंगा कि मैं कितना स्ट्रेंथ में आ सकता हूँ या मैं कितना कंट्रोल कर सकता हूँ मार्केट को। तो बेयर्स का क्वेश्चन ये था कि आप कैसे रिप्रेजेंट करोगे अपनी स्ट्रेंथ को। बुल ने बोला आपने आज इस स्टॉक को 360 रुपीज पे ओपन किया और वहां से प्राइस पूरा नीचे गिरता चला गया। मैं अपनी स्ट्रेंथ ऐसे रिप्रेजेंट करूंगा कि जितना भी ये 20 रुपीज का बेरिश मूव आया है ये सब एग्जॉस्ट करके प्राइस को उसके ओपनिंग डेटा के पास ही ले आऊंगा वापस। तो वो शो करेगा कि ये तो लो पॉइंट हो गया और लो पॉइंट से प्राइस पूरा का पूरा राइज होके अपने ओपनिंग डेटा के पास ही आ गया। और वो शो करेगा कि आज जितनी भी बेरिश मूव थी वो सब एग्जॉस्ट हो गई मार्केट से और बुलिश मूव का जो स्ट्रेंथ था वो स्ट्रांग हो गया मार्केट में। ओके, नाउ just understand, this is my question to everybody. So far whatever we have understood, do you think that this candle is a representation that before the formation of hammer, sellers were in control? Today, at this candlestick pattern, buyers took the control, and the further control would be in the hands of bulls. So, does it represent a change of trend? A change of trend in between the hands of seller as well as a buyer. Seller is losing here and buyer is gaining here. Okay, I'm getting a lot of yes. Okay, I'm getting a lot of yes. So I think everybody have understood the concept well. Now, did you guys understand well why hammer is a buy? Why clear हो गया कि buy क्यों करते हैं hammer पे? Is it clear? Now, you can pick up your pen and you can start writing down the properties. Okay. So the very first property that we always see before the formation of hammer is that price should be falling or bears should be controlling the market. Why? Because जब प्राइस गिरेगा उसके बाद ही तो कहीं पे जाके बॉटम करेगा और हमें बाय सिग्नल देगा। तो सबसे पहली प्रॉपर्टी और द वेरी फर्स्ट प्रॉपर्टी इज प्रायर ट्रेंड ऑफ द मार्केट शुड बी फॉलिंग, bears should be initial controller, first property. ठीक है? Okay. I think Shweta has written down the first property in the group chat as well. ठीक है. The second property, and this is one of the most important property of hammer. Other properties are important as well, but this is one of the most important property because this is core defining factor on hammer. Hammer will always hold a very lengthy lower shadow. Hammer will always have a lengthy lower shadow. This is the low point of the hammer and this is a lower shadow or lower tail of hammer. Why will hammer always hold a lengthy lower shadow? See, this is the opening price. After that, there's a very strong fall in the price. It reaches towards a low point in the chart. From that low point, when the stock will start rising back again, it will leave a very lengthy lower shadow. It will leave a very lengthy tail. Lengthier the tail, stronger the representation that initially sellers were strongly the controller, but from the bottom point, buyers put full exertion on the market and it again went back towards the upper side. तो जितनी ज्यादा लेंदी आपकी लोअर शैडो होगी उतना ज्यादा आपका हैमर अच्छा होगा। वो शो करेगा पहले मार्केट बहुत तेजी से नीचे गिरा और बुल्स में इतनी ज्यादा स्ट्रेंथ थी कि इतने नीचे से मार्केट को राइज करके एकदम उसके ओपनिंग प्राइस के पास ले आया। बिकॉज द प्राइस टू मूव बैक टूवर्ड्स द अपर साइड इट टेक्स अ लॉट ऑफ स्ट्रेंथ। So the lengthier the lower shadow, the stronger the reversal pattern. Okay. So lower shadow will be always very lengthy. That is the second property of hammer. Now, the third property of hammer is hammer will always have a very small real body. real body, which is representing as the opening and closing data. Why small real body? What was I saying? Buyer is saying I will close very nearby to the opening price. अगर opening 100 है तो I will close very nearby to 100 rupees. If opening and closing price are nearby each other, it will always hold a very small real body. So the and the third property of hammer is hammer will always hold a very small real body. Fourth property of hammer is it will have a very small upper shadow or no upper shadow at all. या तो जो हैमर होगा उसमें बहुत ही छोटी अपर शैडो बनेगी या कोई अपर शैडो बनेगी ही नहीं. नो अपर शैडो एट ऑल or very small upper shadow. Now, if we look at this candlestick pattern, are we satisfying all of the properties of hammer here? Yes, we are. Okay. So this is telling us that we should buy the stock at 361 rupee. Let's see what was the move of the stock after the formation of hammer. I'm going to zoom out the chart. I have drawn the line to show you the move. This is a hammer candlestick pattern that we have discussed. We have marked it here. This is the lowest point that has been formed here. And after that, the overall move of the stock has been bullish. So this is representing us that hammer is a buy signal, which is generated at the bottom level of the chart. And after the formation of hammer, we can buy the stock. Clear? Is it clear? Okay, great. Now I am going to show one more hammer and I'm going to ask you guys to help me in satisfying all of the properties now. Okay? So this was on the daily chart. Now I am going to open up the chart. This is my TCS chart and I'm going to move on 1 hour data. 1 hour data, every candle is representing what is happening in the stock price in this 1 hour time frame. Okay? Now, first thing that we have to mark is, अभी मैं zoom out करके mark कर रही हूँ. Prior trend is falling that I have already marked. First property is satisfied. Now let's zoom into the picture that I want to show you. Okay. Now look at this. This is the candle that I am talking about. Prior trend is falling. Property number 1, check. Lower tail of the hammer is very, very lengthy. This was our second property. We satisfy the second property as well. Third property was real body size should be small. Real body size छोटा है. Satisfied. Almost negligible upper shadow. We need no upper shadow or negligible upper shadow. Satisfied. But I see one problem with this hammer now. क्या प्रॉब्लम लग रहा है ये हैमर में? कोई तो प्रॉब्लम है इस हैमर में. 4 प्रॉपर्टीज जो हमने डिस्कस करी वो तो सेटिस्फाई हो गई. But do you find anything which is, yes, this is a red color hammer candlestick pattern. Now my question is, since we have discussed 4 properties of hammer and all of the 4 properties are satisfied, but we have also discussed that red candle is a bearish candle. What do you think we should do here? We should buy on this hammer or not? You can even write down ki I am confused. It will work for me, but you have to reply me back. Shall we buy this hammer or not? Okay. A lot of people are saying buy, not buy, not buy, confused. Great. Confused तो मुझे बहुत अच्छा लगता है. Can buy initially. Okay. No. Okay. Quickly reply back. फिर मैं समझाऊंगी buy है या नहीं. Confused. Confused. ठीक है. What I'm seeing is maximum people are pointing out that they are confused and they are not very clear if they should go ahead. Buy but need to more. Okay. Monitor closely. ठीक है. Okay. So fifth and the final property of hammer, you guys can write down. The final property of hammer is color does not matter. A red hammer is a buy, a green hammer is also a buy. So irrespective of the fact, whatever color hammer holds, it always and always gives us a buy signal. सब लोगों ने प्रॉपर्टी लिख ली, hammer is always a buy. Now let's understand why, because why is very very important. नहीं तो याद नहीं रहेगा. Okay. Okay. While explaining about the hammer candlestick pattern, what was I saying? That buyer is saying I will close very nearby to the seller, or did I say that buyer should always close upside? मैंने क्या बोला था? The buyer is saying I will close very very nearby to the opening data, or I was saying that buyer will definitely close above the opening data. दोनों में से क्या बोला था मैंने? Correct. I was mentioning again and again nearby. Since we are already stating that hammer will always hold a real body which is small in size, so it will always be a rupee or two real body. ठीक है? अब let's say the opening price of candle number 1 and candle number 2 is 80 rupee. Sorry, low price. This is low. This is low. Opening price of candle number 1 is 100 and closing price is 102. It is a green color hammer. Opening price of candle number 2 is 102 rupee and the closing price is 100. It is a red color hammer candlestick pattern. Now we are already saying that hammer will hold a small real body. Just tell me, is it viable that we should ignore this 20 rupees move from the bottom side? On both the candles, you can see there is a minimum of 20 rupees. The price is covering minimum 20 rupees from the bottom level. From 80 rupees, the price has come back towards 100 rupees in the chart. So definitely it has covered 20 rupees negative move. And the real body, which is always and always going to be small, holds 2 rupee. Tell me what is more important for you. A 2 rupee difference on opening and closing, or a 20 rupees rise in the price from the bottom level. दोनों में से क्या पार्ट आपको ज्यादा important लग रहा है? Absolutely correct. A 20 rupees rise from the bottom is very very important, because we know for the fact that hammer will close very nearby to the opening data. So it might close rupee or two higher or rupee or two lower. उससे हमें फर्क नहीं पड़ेगा. The real difference that actually makes in a hammer candlestick pattern is the lower tail. कितना नीचे से प्राइस राइज होके ऊपर आ रहा है is very very important part in the hammer candlestick pattern. That's why both the hammers, red or green, both the hammers are giving us a buy signal. So this is a buy. यहाँ पे 3360 rupees पे it was a buy. I will show you what was the momentum in this stock after 3360 rupees. This is the hammer. I am going to zoom out to show you the move. ठीक है? This is 3360 and after that price moved till 3650 rupees. So ये रहा. यहाँ से आपको 317 rupees का पॉजिटिव मूव मिला है इवन आफ्टर अ रेड कलर हैमर. तो हैमर में कलर से कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ेगा. Irrespective of the fact we are looking at a red hammer or a green hammer, it is always and always a buy signal. Are we clear on the concepts that we have discussed so far? Shweta, can you quickly take the NPS poll and I will also understand सबको कितना समझ आ रहा है. Okay. Yeah, so next part of the session is we are going to discuss about shooting star candlestick pattern. Hammer is a buy signal. Shooting star is a sell signal. Before that, Shweta is going to take a quick review for the session and then we will get back to it.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. So, whatever we have discussed, whatever we have covered so far, I hope everyone is understanding the session and is also liking the class environment and enjoying the class, right? So, please to give us a rating on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being you're enjoying this session, you're liking the class environment, and you would, like to recommend this masterclass to anyone who's interested in stock market, especially ladies. So with this, I also have one more important question to ask. Even though the class is not over yet, class अभी खत्म नहीं हुई है. Second half में हमने cell signal के बारे में पढ़ना. How many of you would be interested to learn more strategies, or how many of you would be interested to make Jasmine ma'am as your mentor in your trading journey? Because if yes, you can just type yes, why interested in the chat box. You can also raise your hand. If majority of the students are interested, agar काफी लोग interested हैं, then we have got something very special platform for you guys. So since last 2 years, we have built one community of women in trading who are, who are part of the community. They are taking trade. There are students who are making this as their full-time career. There are students who are, making good amount of return from trading. Of course, with the right knowledge, with the right path, and with the right mentorship by Jasmine ma'am. काफी लोग interested हैं. I can see many of the students are interested. That is the reason we have something very special for you, a boot camp designed specially towards women, a boot camp where we are going to learn everything from the very scratch. सारे sessions live होने वाले हैं. Sessions are going to be live. In the same manner, we are having this live session where Jasmine ma'am is going to come and join the class at 7 p.m. Timing is going to be 7 p.m. onwards. Sessions are live. So every day, every alternate days, we are going to have this session. We are going to give you some gap in between, assignment gap, so that whatever strategy that you're going to learn one day, you're going to apply the same in next day in the market. तो एक दिन आप strategy पढ़ेंगे Jasmine ma'am के साथ, next day आप वही strategy की back testing करेंगे, और you're going to see the sit in front of the live market. वो strategy को आप apply करेंगे, and you will see, ma'am, this is what I have. Like for example, you can go and search for hammer candlestick in any of the chart, or any stock, or anything you would want to go with, and you can see all those 5 properties are getting fulfilled or not, and then you can see the result afterwards, whether the stock has gone upward or not, right? Coming back to this boot camp, we have designed this boot camp in such a manner that even if you're a beginner, you'll not have to worry. काफी लोगों के ये भी डाउट होंगे, मैम, I don't even have the demat account open, so how do I begin my journey? For that, we have also got you covered. Jasmine ma'am is going to help you out with that. We'll just cover in a short while. A quick summary. Sessions are going to be live. This is a lifetime support and mentorship program, which means during your trading journey, if you come across any doubt, agar aapko kuch bhi doubt hai, you can always get in touch with Jasmine ma'am. We are going to add you in a premium WhatsApp group. So that community, you will have contact number of Jasmine ma'am. You can always get in touch with her. We are going to build a community that you will be part of throughout your trading journey. Recordings of each live sessions will be provided. Just in case if you feel, ma'am, I have my work, or I have my children, or anything, I'm a student, I have exams, so I might not be able to attend the batch, but I'm genuinely interested. So if you're going to miss out with any batch, the recordings will be provided, plus you're going to receive free access to the next live bootcamp in case you miss out this one. So up till 2 to 3 live session batch, you will be having access, and you can enjoy the live class environment. This is for students who feel that, ma'am, I don't like watching the recordings, I like the live environment. So this is what our students have to say about the bootcamp. Of course, it comes through practice. That is what we believe in. Sari students, Charlene ma'am, Bhumika ma'am, many students are, making good amount of money, but after doing their own research, after following the strategies which Jasmine ma'am is going to provide you in this particular bootcamp. So coming back to the calendar, ये हमारा calendar होने वाला है. From 16th of November, after festive season, we are going to begin our bootcamp. So you can take a screenshot of the calendar also. Jasmine ma'am is going to help you out. क्या क्या हम पढ़ने वाले हैं, what is going to be the content and syllabus, and then I will take over how you can register for the bootcamp. So, ma'am, we can explain about the curriculum.
Anji, Shweta. Okay. So basically, before that, I want to know how many of you know what is intraday trading and what is positional trading. सब लोगों को पता है what intraday trading stands for and what positional trading stands for? No, no, okay. ठीक है, ठीक है, okay, 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 clear, okay. So basically, there are two different types in which we can actively trade in the market. One is we buy and sell something on a very same day. That is intraday trading. Another one is you buy something today and you are holding it for more than a day. That is positional trading. Maybe you hold it for a week, a month, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, 5 weeks, 5 months, 6 months, anything for that horizon. That is positional trading. Now, how the content is divided, a lot of women who join in, they are looking forward to do it as a full-time thing. So for them, intraday plus positional, both of them work. But there are other women as well who say that we do not have enough time to give to the market and we are only looking forward for passive income. So the content is divided into two parts where we would be discussing 4 intraday strategies as well as 4 positional strategies in the chart. And how the session goes on is first we start with 16 other candlestick patterns. Today we are going to discuss one more candlestick pattern and then we will wind up with the session. After that, when the bootcamp starts, we will be discussing rest of the candlestick pattern that are formed at the bottom level or at the top point of the chart. After the discussion on the candlestick, we will move on to the next part, which is about intraday trading strategy, where we will be discussing pivot-based intraday trading strategy, moving average intraday trading strategy, super trend intraday trading strategy, as well as VWAP-based intraday trading strategy. After covering these 4 intraday strategy, these intraday strategies would be covered along with your entry point, exit point, percentage-based stop losses and targets. Along with that, these strategies need 3 other tweak indicator, that is ADX, ATR, and parabolic SAR. We will be discussing about them as well. Then we move on to the next part of the bootcamp, that is about positional trading, under which we will first understand time frame horizons. Which time frames do we have to pick for positional trading? Then we will go for price action positional trading strategy. Then combination of price action and moving average positional trading strategy, gap positional trading strategy, and Fibonacci positional trading strategy. Once we are done with all of these trading strategy, final session would be about screening software, position sizing, risk management, trailing stop losses and putting stop losses in the market. And after that, you have 2 live sessions every month. So every month you have 2 live sessions, which are going to be on Thursdays. So in case you feel that you have missed out something or there is some active trade which is going on, you can either directly contact me in the WhatsApp group or you can also have a discussion with me in the live trading session that we have. Every month we have 2 live trading sessions. So this is about the content of the bootcamp. Shudha, you can tell them about the other things.
Yes, ma'am. So again, quick summary. Sari sessions live hai. 7 o'clock we are going to begin our batch. Timing is going to be 7 p.m. onwards. Considering sessions are live, we are also, once the boot camp is over, once the classes are over, we believe in continuous support, which means जैसे ही class खत्म होता है, we are going to provide you post boot camp support and we will be taking live market hour sessions also. So in case if you have any trade which is running or if you need any help during live market hour, you can always reach Jasmin ma'am. All right. Talking about the pricing of the bootcamp and how we can enroll, we have kept the pricing of the bootcamp very minimal because we understand this fact many of the students are beginner. So we are giving you two options of registering for the bootcamp: the basic plan and the premium plan. And the seats are very limited. Only first 15 people are going to receive the slot. Once the slots are booked, the website will be showing you the original cost. The basic plan is packed with the knowledge. The basic plan, whatever we have discussed, you're going to receive everything सारे सेशंस लाइव हैं, रिकॉर्डिंग्स मिलेंगी, रिसोर्स डॉक्यूमेंट, you're going to receive hand holding live market hour support. But if you're going to combine it with the Warren AI tool, if you're going to combine it with the premium plan of 4499, you'll have to pay 1000 extra. There you will be receiving exclusive calls and tips from SEBI registered traders. Now guys, I would want to tell you that in India, if you're going to take any if you're receiving any calls and tips from any person who's not SEBI registered, in India this is illegal. So अगर आपको calls or tips receive भी करने हैं, make sure that the person is SEBI registered. At the Future University, we have tied up with traders who are SEBI registered. They're going to provide you calls and tips. They're going to provide you the basic idea why the trade has been taken behind it, newsletter, and post bootcamp support, of course. So this comes with the Warren AI, the premium plan, so that we will be helping you taking the right decision. ऐसा नहीं है कि हम आपको सिर्फ trades, calls, tips provide कर रहे हैं. We are also giving you the right knowledge behind it. So 2 intraday trades daily, 2 swing trades weekly, and 2 long-term trades for long-term investment, right? So Payal ma'am, this is the Warren AI. अगर आप अपने बेसिक प्लान को क्लब कर रहे हैं, okay, we have received the confirmation also. So guys, the 15 slots are only there in today's session for the early birds. So Payal ma'am, Warren AI में आपको calls और tips receive करेंगे हमारे SEBI registered traders के साथ. Cool. And talking about our bootcamp, we understand that काफी लोग beginner हैं. So how do you begin? How do you kickstart your trading journey even if you don't have the demat account? So for this, ma'am, I think we can explain. I will show them the links also, and then we can proceed. Meanwhile,
Okay.
people can start with the registration, and we will be giving you the confirmation.
ठीक है. So basically, I feel that a lot of people who join in the bootcamp, they are very, very new. They do not have demat account. They maximum number of times say that I don't know what Nifty 50 is, what Bank Nifty is. You are using the terms like bull, bear, and a lot of words. ऐसे ही और मुझे तो नहीं पता इतना सब कुछ. So for that purpose, I have made a pre-recorded content which will not take more than I think 2 hours. Everybody who would be joined in the group, there you will find the links attached in the group description, which would be explaining you everything related to what Nifty 50 is, what Bank Nifty is, what upper circuits are, what lower circuits are, how to place buy orders, how to place sell orders, what are different types of order types, how to open a demat account, and all the basic things that we need would be attached in this startup guide that right now Shweta is showing you. This is a startup guide link. So yeah, this is about it. Apart from that, Shweta, WhatsApp group मैं दिखा देती हूँ, ठीक है? I'll be showing them the WhatsApp group and then we'll be getting back to the topic. Okay. ठीक है. So I think everybody can see my screen, right? सबको visible हो रही है ना screen अच्छे से? ठीक है. Let's get back to the topic. Before getting back to the topic, I'll just show you the WhatsApp group. Basically, I want to show you the community, how it is working. Okay. So if you see here, this is my complete, okay, just give me a second. This is my WhatsApp group. And what you can see is there are a lot of people, like you can see it, this is BX October. Every single session, these are the people who have just started off their analysis. They have started analyzing and putting assignments as well. After every session, I give particular assignments to make their own analysis. This is a group and they have done their analysis so far. Apart from that, if you see here, like this is Prabhamini ma'am, she is continuously in touch with me. You will find a lot of other people as well who are constantly asking about, like this is Nisha ma'am, there is a constant discussion going on. A lot of people keep on discussing their doubts, whatever doubts they have. So जो भी उनको यहाँ पे, this is Push ma'am, she is finding out the price action support and resistance जो हमने discuss किए हैं. Then this is Sangeeta ma'am. और बहुत सारे लोग हैं जो constantly touch में रहते हैं. Then this is, you can see a lot of people are there, and this is an endless discussion that is going on. You can see n number of numbers that I have. This is Jayu ma'am. All of these are people from very, very old batches, but they are actively having discussions with me. So this is how it works. Apart from that, after every 2 or 3 months, I have a thing that I keep on reaching out to the people. So I personally drop messages as well. कि अगर किसी को ऐसे लग रहा है that they are not actively able to participate in the group and not asking their doubts. Sometimes people feel that our doubts are very layman. We shouldn't be asking in the group. So I personally also reach out to the people. So this is how we are building up the community. Okay, yeah, I'll get back to the topic now. So this was about the WhatsApp group. हाँ जी. So next candlestick pattern that we are going to discuss is a shooting star candlestick pattern. Just look at the candlestick pattern that you see here. ठीक है? Just look at this. This is a shooting star candlestick pattern. Now just tell me, is it opposite to the hammer candlestick pattern or not? Okay, this is looking opposite to the hammer candlestick pattern, correct? Since we were not exactly worried about the color of hammer candlestick pattern, do you think we should worry about the color of shooting star candlestick pattern? क्या हमें shooting star candlestick pattern के color से फर्क पड़ना चाहिए? Look here. What is written over here? Shooting star, red and green. Both of them are representing us a sell signal. Irrespective of the fact we are looking at a green color shooting star or a red color shooting star, it is always and always going to create a sell signal. ये हमेशा sell signal ही generate करेगा. Now hammer was forming at the bottom level of the chart. Tell me, where do you think a shooting star would be forming up? Shooting star कहाँ बनेगा? क्या लगता है shooting star किधर बनना चाहिए? At the bottom level of the chart or at the top level of the chart? Correct. Shooting star is forming at the top level of the chart, and shooting star is representing us that now the price is going to fall. Hammer was telling us price is going to rise. Shooting star is a representation that price is going to fall. Do you remember we started our discussion with HDFC Bank? And at that time we were discussing about the red candles as well as about the green candlestick pattern. You remember that, right? Everybody, can you guys tell me? Now just look at the chart and see if you can actually find a shooting star candlestick pattern lookalike candle. क्या आप लोगों को कहीं पे भी कोई एक कैंडल दिख रही है आपके सामने जो चार्ट है जो शूटिंग स्टार कैंडलस्टिक पैटर्न जैसी दिख रही हो? डू यू सी एनी कैंडल विच इज फॉर्मिंग अप like a shooting star candlestick pattern? Yes, yes, yes. Green color shooting star. Chitra ma'am is saying yes. Okay, great. Everybody, can you reply me back? दिख रही है, नहीं दिख रही है? ठीक है. I think maximum people can see that. See here. This is a shooting star candlestick pattern. And what is shooting star candlestick pattern indicating? It is indicating that now the price is going to fall. I am going to mark the trend afterwards. So this is a shooting star form. And this is today's candle. What is the overall trend of the stock after the formation of shooting star? The price is falling. It's a bearish move after the formation of shooting star. Hammer was representing the bullish move. Shooting star is representing a bearish move in the chart. Let's just understand the formation of shooting star first. So what is happening in the market is, before the formation of shooting star, the price is rising or bulls are controlling. Hammer में क्या हो रहा था? Price was falling and bears were the one who were controlling the market. Shooting star में क्या होगा? Price is rising and bulls are the one who are controlling the market. Bulls market को control कर रहे होंगे. Since buyers are controlling the market, so the stock price, let's say, opened up at 1700 rupees. Opening price of the stock is 1700 rupees. after opening at 1700 rupees, the next thing that happened was the price started rising. Why? Because it was a bull who was actually the controller. तो market open होगा और उसके बाद rise करेगा. Now it reached towards a level of 1780 rupees. At that level, sellers or bears entered the market. What are bears representing now? They are representing that we will take complete control in the chart now. Buyer, you have been controlling the market for a very, very long period of time. I am going to show you my control now. So from the top level, which is 1780 rupees, the price starts dropping. And now the seller is saying, I will close very, very nearby to the opening price. So shooting star always holds a very lengthy upper shadow because first thing is price is rising. From the top point, the price again falls back towards a lower direction. So shooting star will always hold a lengthy upper shadow or upper tail in the chart. And it will always hold a small real body. Conceptually समझ आया shooting star? What is shooting star doing and how do we execute our sell trade on shooting star? Are we clear on this concept? Okay. Yes, yes. ठीक है. Now just look at the candlestick pattern and try to understand. So first thing that we have to notice out is the very first property of shooting star. Bulls should be the one who is controlling the market. Property number 1. Buyers should be the initial controller. We satisfy the very first property here. Second property of shooting star candlestick pattern is upper shadow of shooting star will always be very, very lengthy. Why? Because first buyers will take the price towards the upper side and from the top the price will fall. So it will always and always hold a very lengthy upper shadow. So this is the high point and this is the upper shadow in the chart. So shooting star will hold a very lengthy upper shadow. Second property. Second property is clear. Shooting star will have a very lengthy upper shadow. Now third property is same. It will always have a small real body. Like a hammer, shooting star will also have a small real body because shooting star is also saying that I will close very, very nearby to the opening data. If opening price was 100, closing price will be very nearby to 100 rupees. So it will always hold a small real body, very small real body in the chart. Okay, is it clear to everybody? Shooting star will hold a small real body. Then a shooting star candlestick pattern will have a very small lower shadow or no lower shadow. Hammer में क्या था? Very small upper shadow or no upper shadow. Shooting star में क्या होगा? Very small lower shadow or no lower shadow in the chart. So color we do not care. Red or green, any color shooting star will work for us. Shooting star is a sell signal. तो यहाँ पे हमारे HDFC बैंक के चार्ट ने हमें दिया सेल सिग्नल which is at 1720 rupees. And look at the current market price, which is 1494 rupees. Shooting star is a representation that price is going to fall. Hammer is a representation price is going to rise. Are we clear on these two concepts? Shooting star and hammer. समझ आया क्या हो रहा है चार्ट में? Shooting star बनेगा तो we have to take a sell trade. Hammer बनेगा तो we will take a buy trade on the chart. Hammer and shooting star are two patterns which are forming up. If you look at the chart once again, this is my chart of Wipro. सबको shooting star समझ आ गया ना अच्छे से? Okay. Gunjan ma'am and everybody else who is having doubts, मेरे को बस 2 या 3 मिनट और लगेंगे. उसके बाद the session would be open for everybody and you can have a verbal discussion with me. That will make things pretty much clear to everyone. Okay. Everybody is clear with shooting star, right? Now just look at this chart. This is my chart of Wipro. Can you look at the chart and find a candlestick pattern which is looking like shooting star here? Visible हो रहा है? Can you guys spot a shooting star candlestick pattern? Actually, there are two consecutive shooting star candlestick pattern forming up here. It's not a single. Instead, we have two consecutive shooting star candlestick pattern. And after those two consecutive shooting star candlestick pattern, this is my monthly chart and this is 647 rupees. The price traded at a low price of 350 rupees, which is 46% downside move after the formation of shooting star. या फिर अगर मैं प्राइस टर्म्स में देखूं तो देयर वाज अ 296 रुपीज फॉल, मतलब प्राइस यहाँ पे 650 का था, हाफ हो गया 350 का हो गया आफ्टर द फॉर्मेशन ऑफ शूटिंग स्टार. This is a bigger data, this is the monthly data, so it's a very large move. There's a 50% fall in the price after the formation of shooting star. Are we clear on the concept of shooting star as well as hammer? Red or green, any color shooting star will work. There are two consecutive shooting star forming up, one red and one green, signaling fall in the price, and after that the price is falling. Clear to everybody? Can I make the session open so that everybody can clear their doubts and discuss with me? I think there is Priyanka ma'am, she has raised her hand, and Gunjan ma'am has been texting me personally. So doubts clear कर देते हैं. Shweta? Okay, Ruchika ma'am also has doubt. Shweta, can you just start sharing back your screen and give everybody the permission they can clear out their doubt?
Yes,
Priyanka
ma'am.
ma'am, you can go ahead and clear out your doubt.
Okay. Ma'am, before that, I just quickly give the idea for the students who are trying to make a payment. जिनकी payment fail हो रही है, so once you click on the link, you're going to receive two modes of making the payment. So which is, if you would just want to go with the basic plan, अगर आपको सिर्फ basic plan में जाना है, you can click on 3499. आपको अगर premium plan में जाना है, अगर जहाँ पे आप calls और tips भी receive करेंगे, that is the Warren AI. You can click on the Warren AI. Click on pay now after selecting your putting your name, email and contact number. उसके बाद आपके पास different modes of making the payment. You can see UPI, net banking, card, UPI again, right? So this is how you're going to register for the bootcamp. अभी I will give access to everyone. आप unmute कर सकते हैं अपना mic. I'm going to give access to you guys. You can directly go ahead, unmute your mic. And I just want to share back my screen for the students who have made the payment so that you can see your name on the leaderboard. And yes, we're only
Priyanka
left
ma'am.
with slots and I've given access to unmute.
Yes, ma'am.
Anji ma'am, what doubt do you have?
No, ma'am, it was raised before. I forgot to
Okay.
download. I don't
Okay,
have
are
any
you clear
doubt.
with? ठीक है, are you clear with
Yeah.
all the concepts then?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, ma'am. Gunjan ma'am, you can unmute yourself and ask your doubt, please. Okay.
Hello.
Gunjan, hi ma'am. How are you?
Hi. First of all, kudos for doing such a great job at
Thank
such
you
a
so
young
much, ma'am.
age. You look so young, huh? You must be half my
Thank you so
age.
much.
Yeah, the thing is, see, I may sound a little foolish because I have literally no knowledge of finance and these things. No, so the lady sitting here must be much knowledgeable than me. Just wanted to ask, see, when you say, for me, I am not even sure what the I mean, the seller and the buyer are denoting here in this marketplace. When you say
Okay,
the
okay.
buyers are when you say the buyers are taking the price high, why would the
Hmm.
buyer want to would take the price
Ma'am, Gunjan ma'am, you are again on mute. Can you please unmute? Unmute, please.
down? So
Okay.
shouldn't it be the other way around?
ओके मैम, ठीक है, एक बहुत ही बेसिक एग्जांपल से समझाती हूँ. इट्स अ वेरी थॉरो कंसेप्ट दैट वी वुड बी अंडरस्टैंडिंग, बट अभी आपको याद है 1.5 या 2 इफ यू आर फ्रॉम नॉर्थ इंडिया, तो डू यू रिमेम्बर जो टमाटो प्राइसेस थे, दे वर अराउंड 300, 350, 400, राइट? यू रिमेम्बर दैट?
Yeah.
अब व्हाई द प्राइस वर एक्चुअली सोअरिंग? बिकॉज देयर वाज लैक ऑफ डिमांड. अब आपको एक चीज कंज्यूम करनी है, ठीक है, और उसकी बहुत ज्यादा डिमांड है, मगर सप्लाई फुलफिल नहीं हो रही है, तो क्या होगा? ज्यादा से ज्यादा लोग उसको हायर प्राइस पे भी खरीदते जाएंगे, तो क्या होगा? प्राइस उसका बढ़ता जाएगा और प्राइस ऊपर की तरफ पुश होता जाएगा. और जब वो एक पॉइंट पे पहुंच जाएगा, जब उसकी डिमांड कंज्यूम हो जाएगी, तो वो एक पॉइंट पे टॉप पे पहुंच जाएगा और वहां से वो
Hmm.
प्राइस दोबारा ड्रॉप होगा. आई थिंक राइट नाउ द टमाटो प्राइस मस्ट बी अराउंड 20, 30 और 40 रुपीज पर केजी.
Mhm.
तो दैट इज बैक टू
Yeah.
वेरी नॉर्मल लेवल, राइट? अब ये मैंने
Okay.
आपको क्यों समझाया, क्योंकि ये बहुत ही नॉमिनल सा एग्जाम्पल है. अब आप ये समझो कि आप किसी भी एक स्टॉक को उस
Hmm.
टमाटो के प्राइस से रिप्लेस कर रहे हो, और
ठीक है.
यहाँ पे जो स्टॉक्स है वो
हम्म.
डिमांड और सप्लाई मार्केट में हम जैसे बायर और हम जैसे सेलर से आइडेंटिफाई हो रहे हैं. अब
हम्म.
टमाटो एक बहुत छोटा एग्जाम्पल है, बट
हम्म.
आप ये समझो कि यहाँ पे मिलियंस ऑफ बायर और सेलर है. अब
हम्म.
आपने मान लेते हैं एक स्टॉक को 1,000 रुपए पे खरीदा है, और उसके
ठीक है.
बाद उसका प्राइस राइज हुआ और वो 2,000 रुपए का हो गया. तो
हम्म.
आप उसको सेल करना चाहते हो, आपको उसमें प्रॉफिट हो रहा है ना, तो यू आर सेलर एट दैट पॉइंट ऑफ टाइम. एट
Yes.
सेम पॉइंट ऑफ टाइम, ठीक है. अब
हम्म.
फॉर एग्जाम्पल आई एम सेलिंग इट एट 2,000 रुपीज, और वो दोबारा गिर के 1,500 या 1,400 पे आ गया. आप सोचोगे
हम्म.
ना कि मैंने 2,000 पे प्रॉफिट बुक कर लिया, कंपनी इज वेरी नाइस एंड नाउ इट इज अगेन कमिंग बैक टू लेट्स से 1,300 रुपीज. आपने उसे दोबारा
हम्म.
खरीद लिया, तो अब आप क्या बन गए?
हम्म.
बायर ऑफ द मार्केट बन गए. तो बायर और सेलर कुछ अलग नहीं है, आप और मैं ही हैं. बट ये समझ लीजिए कि यहाँ पे 10 लोग या 100 लोग या 1,000 लोगों की यहाँ पे मिलियंस ऑफ पीपल हैं, और जो
हम्म.
लाखों शेयर ट्रेड हो रहे हैं. आप बस ये समझ
Okay.
लीजिए बहुत ही बिगर पिक्चर मार्केट है, मार्केट सेम वैसा ही है. अब
हम्म.
नॉर्मल मार्केट में हम इतना एनालाइज नहीं करते. अब यहाँ पे क्या है,
हम्म.
प्राइस डेली फ्लक्चुएट होते हैं. तो व्हाट वी
Okay.
डू इज वी अंडरस्टैंड द फ्लक्चुएशन, वी ट्राई टू आइडेंटिफाई कि ओके दिस इज डिमांड और बाय एरिया फॉर द स्टॉक, जहां से अब
हम्म.
प्राइस राइज करेगा या सोर करेगा. एंड दिस इज
हम्म.
सप्लाई और सेल
हम्म.
एरिया. जैसे शूटिंग स्टार इज रिप्रेजेंटिंग सेल एरिया, कि यहाँ से अब प्राइस में सप्लाई आएगी, सेलर्स आएंगे, तो प्राइस गिरेगा, तो हम प्रॉफिट बुक कर लेंगे. हमने अगर 1,500 रुपीज पे HDFC बैंक खरीदा है, हम 1,700 पे उसको प्रॉफिट बुक करेंगे, 200 रुपीज का प्रॉफिट होगा. एंड देन वी विल वेट कि प्राइस गिरे अपने एक डिमांड या बाय जोन में दोबारा, एंड देन वी विल बाय इट. तो दिस इज हाउ डिमांड एंड सप्लाई इज वर्किंग. ओके, अब ये मैंने ऊपर ऊपर से समझाया, बट यू विल थॉरोली अंडरस्टैंड दिस कंसेप्ट.
Okay. Okay. So just one more question. In our intraday trading, can we buy, sell seeing this hammer and
Okay.
this
हाँ
star?
मैम, फॉर इंट्राडे ट्रेडिंग वी विल बी डिस्कसिंग सम स्पेसिफिक strategies, okay, which would be
Okay.
okay. So intraday I have basically derived certain strategies, and we would be
Okay.
specifically discussing those strategies, and we would be
Okay.
executing our trade on the basis of those strategies. All these
Okay.
candlestick pattern, demand, supply, price action, we will be using for positional analysis. Okay, ma'am?
Okay. 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 Fine. Thank you so much. Thank you.
You're welcome, ma'am. Okay. Shweta, is there anybody else who is having any doubt?
Yes, ma'am. So guys, you can raise your hand. I will give you access to unmute. Meantime, we are only left with 3 slots. I'm going to launch one poll. This is the contact poll. If you guys are still interested, having any kind of trouble, काफी लोगों की payment भी fail हो रही है. So if you're interested, I would be able to at least help you guys, because now that you are still in the session, to at least register for the bootcamp, right? So any doubt, if you have any question, you can type it out in the chat box. या आप अपना हैंड रेज कर लीजिए, मैं आपको एक्सेस दे दूंगी अनम्यूट करने का, एंड यू कैन आस्क योर डाउट. एनी डाउट रिलेटेड टू द टॉपिक दैट वी हैव कवर्ड सो फार?
If you have any doubt, I will be addressing your doubts. Else, I will take your leave. Shweta is here. She will be addressing all the queries related to your payment, your joining links and everything. अगर किसी को topic related query है तो please go ahead and ask your doubt. Okay, Deepika
Hi,
ma'am, do you
myself
have a
Deepika.
doubt?
Yeah,
Yeah, ma'am,
yeah.
go ahead.
In what point of time
Okay.
the candlestick will be formed? Like, will
Okay,
we
ma'am,
have any
that
time
is
frame?
there. Yeah, so you will be using different time frames for your analysis. ठीक है?
Okay.
So we would be going ahead and understanding the time frame approaches. Like I'm talking about a daily data or a 5 minutes data or a 10 minutes data. That will depend upon your trading strategy. And we will have a
Okay.
thorough discussion on the time frame analysis. Okay, ma'am?
Fine, fine.
Okay. Ruchika, ma'am, what is your doubt? Okay.
Hey, can you please present the chart previously where there were 2 shooting stars? Will that
Okay,
be
ma'am.
okay?
And yes, Ridhima ma'am, recording will be shared.
या
मैम ये रहा।
या यहाँ पे एक्चुअली थोड़ा सा राइट में मूव करेंगे क्या प्लीज? हाँ एग्जैक्टली जहाँ आपका पॉइंटर जा रहा था ना, सो आफ्टर the two shooting stars, red, red, red,
हम्म
red, and then एक जो green है ना नीचे, that looks like a hammer actually. नीचे वाला
दिस वन।
this one, हाँ. So does
ओके
this mean कि अभी direction change होगा?
नो नो मैम, फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल लोअर शैडो लंबी होनी चाहिए। हैमर का
Oh,
मेजर पॉइंट ही क्या है, प्राइस टूट के नीचे जाएगा और नीचे से ऊपर आएगा। ओके,
okay.
फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल द लोअर शैडो इज नॉट लेंदी।
हाँ
Second
हाँ.
of all, we will be looking for certain demand and supply zones. Right now, you have not understood the concept on demand and supply. You have just understood the candlestick pattern.
Correct.
Formation wise भी correct नहीं है, और अभी demand और supply भी इसमें अभी add करना पड़ेगा। Okay, मैम?
Okay. Thank you.
ठीक है, you're welcome, मैम। ठीक है, श्वेता, आई थिंक सबके डाउट एड्रेस हो गए हैं, तो आई विल टेक योर लीव। बाकी जिसके भी कंसेप्ट रिलेटेड क्वेरीज हैं।
मैम एक डाउट है
हाँ
ईटी
जी,
मार्क का।
हाँ जी मैम, गो अहेड प्लीज।
आप इंग्लिश में बोलती हो तो मैं ज्यादा समझ नहीं पाती हूँ, तो मैं मतलब आप अगर मैं अगर इंटरेस्ट भी लूँ तो आप इंग्लिश में ही बोलोगी तो मैं समझ ही नहीं पाऊंगी। मैं 20% समझ पाती हूँ, बाकी का समझ नहीं पा रही हूँ, तो फिर मैं क्या फायदा, आगे कुछ समझ ही नहीं पा रही हूँ आगे।
ओके मैम, आज के सेशन में देयर वाज नोबडी हु वाज एक्चुअली आस्किंग टू गो अहेड एंड गो विद द फ्लो इन हिंदी एज वेल। नहीं तो मैक्सिमम सेशंस में क्या होता है कि मेजोरिटी में ऐसा होता है कि 80% लोग इंग्लिश बोलते हैं तो 20% लोग हिंदी भी बोलते हैं। ठीक है, आज के सेशन में मुझे किसी ने पिन पॉइंट किया नहीं बार बार कि हिंदी में जाना है या नहीं जाना है, तो वो फ्लो शायद मेरा मतलब बेसिक फ्लो मेरा इंग्लिश में जाता है। बट अगर मेरे को पता होता है कि एक इंसान भी है जिसको प्रॉब्लम है हिंदी इंग्लिश
मैंने
से, देन
मेरा
आई लिटरली।
मैंने कोशिश की लेकिन मेरा अनम्यूट था। मैं
ओके,
मैंने ट्राई
तो मैम
किया।
आपको क्या समझ में नहीं आया? मैंने हैमर और शूटिंग स्टार तो हिंदी में रिपीट किया था, आपको क्या
हाँ, लेकिन
कंसेप्ट में
फिर भी
डाउट आया?
इतना
और
नहीं, जितना इंग्लिश में किया उतना आपने हिंदी में नहीं किया। तो
हाँ, हिंदी में
मुझे
मैंने
लिखना
जिस्ट
था तो
भेजा।
मैं लिख नहीं पाई। मुझे
ठीक
थोड़ा
है
लिखना था तो मैं लिख भी नहीं पाई।
मैम, अगर आपने ज्वाइन किया है, ठीक है, तो मैं श्वेता को बोलूंगी कि वो आपको इस रिगार्डिंग हेल्प कर देगी, क्योंकि प्रेजेंटेशंस भी वो प्रोवाइड करेगी। आज के सेशन में आपको लिखना पड़ा, आगे के सेशंस में आपको लिखना नहीं पड़ेगा, क्योंकि जो भी हमने डिस्कस किया है उसकी ऑलरेडी फॉर्म्ड प्रेजेंटेशंस पीपीटीज हैं। तो आपके पास ऑलरेडी लिखा हुआ पूरा का पूरा कंटेंट होगा, तो आपको बस उसे जाके रीड करना है। ठीक है, आपको लिखने की जरूरत नहीं है। सेकेंड ऑफ
आज
ऑल,
मैं
अगर
लिख
कोई
भी नहीं पाई हूँ
कंसेप्ट
ठीक से।
क्लियर नहीं है, कोई बात नहीं मैम, अगर कोई कंसेप्ट क्लियर नहीं है तो आप वो मुझे बताएं, मैं रिपीट कर देती हूँ।
बस यही कैंडल का ही मुझे थोड़ा कंफ्यूजन था
ठीक
कि
है
कैंडल जब
मैम।
रेड और ग्रीन मिक्स दिखती है तो हमें आगे क्या समझना है,
मैम
कैसे
देखें,
समझना है।
वो तो जनरल अंडरस्टैंडिंग थी कि रेड कैंडल सेलर कैंडल है और ग्रीन कैंडल बायर कैंडल है। ठीक है,
हाँ, वो पता चल गया।
अब आपकी अगर हैमर कैंडल बन रही है तो वो बॉटम पे बनेगी और वो बाय सिग्नल देगी। अब वो चाहे रेड कलर की बने चाहे ग्रीन कलर की बने, उससे फर्क नहीं पड़ेगा अपन को।
ओके।
सेम शूटिंग स्टार जो बनेगा वो ऊपर बनेगा टॉप पे, और वो रेड या ग्रीन किसी कलर का भी बन सकता है, अपन को कलर से कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ेगा। वो हमेशा मुझे यही बताएगा कि यहाँ पे आपके पास अगर ये स्टॉक है तो उसमें आप प्रॉफिट बुक करके एग्जिट कर लो, क्योंकि प्राइस गिरेगा ही गिरेगा। तो
ओके।
हैमर बाय बता रहा है, शूटिंग स्टार सेल बता रहा है, और उन दोनों के कलर से मुझे कोई मतलब नहीं है, वो रेड या ग्रीन किसी कलर का भी हो सकता है। ठीक है,
ओके, थैंक यू।
ओके, यू आर वेलकम। ओके श्वेता, अभी आई विल टेक योर लीव देन। ठीक है, बाय बाय एवरीबॉडी, थैंक यू सो मच फॉर ज्वाइनिंग इन एंड लिसनिंग टू मी वेरी पेशेंटली। I hope everybody who have joined in, you are going to learn a lot of concepts. I will be giving a lot of assignments as well. And in case you miss out any session, you would be the part of rollover batches as well. तो आप उसको री अटेंड भी कर सकते हो, रिवाइज भी कर सकते हो, इतना प्रॉब्लम नहीं है। बट मेक श्योर अगर आपने ज्वाइन नहीं किया है, ट्रेड कॉशियसली, रैंडम ट्रेड्स मत कीजिए प्लीज। Market is good enough to give you money, but very bad when you don't understand it. So learn and then earn. थॉरो कंसेप्ट समझो और फिर जो करना है करो। ओके, बाय बाय बाय।
थैंक यू मैम। ओके तो जैसे मैम ने बोला कि मेरे को समझ में नहीं आया, तो ऐसा हो सकता है कि इवन आपको समझ में आया होगा, और व्हेन यू ट्रेड इन द लाइव मार्केट you will face some difficulty, and that is the reason we are going to provide you the recordings. You are going to have the recordings of each session. Not just that, I am showing you the resource document. तो ये एक resource document है जो आपको इस क्लास के बाद मिलेगा. And after every session, we will be helping you guys. We are going to share the assignment, and you can, you can see the assignment. And आज के session में जो भी हमने cover किया है, we have just summarized it in this resource document, starting from the bearish, bullish, doji. Then we covered the hammer candlestick pattern, उसकी सारी properties, along with the shooting star and its properties. So whatever we have covered so far, everything is here. You can check this out. Will be shared in the WhatsApp description. Now, I can see काफी लोगों की payment fail हुई है. So, for the students who are not able to make a payment and they would want to reserve their slot, for them we have come up, now that you guys are still here, we have come up with the token amount where you can pay 1199 at least to be part of the community. जैसे ही boot camp start होता है, so we still have time to begin with the batch, right? From 16th of November, we are going to begin with the batch. This is for students. This is for people who are not able to register for the boot camp. आपको एक assurance चाहिए कि maybe I would want to attend first class, then I will make the payment. For those students, and for those students who are having any difficulty, they can go ahead with this EMI option, and you can pay in parts. So anybody who is willing to go with this option, they can do that. आप token amount के साथ भी pay कर सकते हैं. अभी अगर किसी को कुछ भी डाउट है बूट कैंप से रिलेटेड, तो आप एक काम करिए, आप हमें व्हाट्सएप पे पिन कर सकते हैं 8439402294, stating that you attended today's session and you would want to be part of the boot camp, but you were not able to make a payment due to any reason. Also, you can unmute your mic if you have anything to ask. You can go ahead, unmute your mic. Okay, so अभी अगर किसी को कुछ डाउट है, they can stay in the session. Otherwise, students have already registered. You will be part of the community. Students who don't have any doubt, किसी को कुछ doubt नहीं है, they can drop the session also. So we still have 2 slots. हमारे पास 2 slot अभी भी available है. किसी को कुछ doubt है, आप पूछ सकते हैं अपना doubt. Otherwise, आप session drop कर सकते हैं. No doubt, guys, no doubt. Because if there's no doubt, if there's no question, I will also be taking your leave. And for the students who have shared their contact number, what we will do is that we will be reserving their slot so that these students can at least be part of the community, and they can be, I will be reserving their slot. So you can pay later. I'm going to reserve your seat till tomorrow. You can make the payment. Otherwise, for the students who tried making the payment, but their payment has got failed, in that case, I will give you the EMI option also, which is 1199, and you can be part of the community. Cool then. So if there's no doubt, I think I will be taking your leave. I will be taking your leave now. Thank you everyone for attending the class. We really hope that you found the session super helpful, super useful. And we are going to meet in the bootcamp super soon. Thank you everyone for attending this masterclass. I am going to share my contact number. This is the WhatsApp number, and you can just message us on WhatsApp if you are interested. 8439402294. Cool. Thank you, everyone. I'm going to end this meet.